Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about why I think this great game, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, and why I talk about it today, why it's still alive, why it's so good still, and why, in my opinion, it's one of the most legendary games out there, and one of the most legendary series. Anyway, we're going to be covering this over a few points. Anyway, let's get right into it. So my first point is replayability. This game has extremely good replayability, and I mean, it beats a lot of other games that I've played. Like, yes, of course Fortnite's a better competition than it because it updates, but this game right here, it just has so much to offer. So when I first started playing it, I was pretty young, which the game really appeased to me, so I played it, and it took me forever to get all the characters. Like, I'm telling you, there's 100+ characters in the game, which takes forever to get, like forever. Especially the legendary characters. Half of them I literally got for birthdays from the packs. Like, they're super hard to get. Like, I didn't even have to get all of them by just getting them from opening packs. And it took me, still 2 years. And it's not because I didn't play the game. I didn't, play a lot of it. I played plenty of it. So, it's crazy, the replayability in that regards. And same with the story mode and the multiplayer. It's so fun, and, upgrading all the characters, and because there's so many different play styles. Like, you can play Rose, and just be that passive helper who just runs around, makes portals, and supports your team. You can be Sunflower, you can be a pea shooter who goes in to take gardens or stuff like that. You have so many different playstyles in the game too, and then you also have the PvE aspect, like garden ops and other stuff like that, and the story mode. And not to mention, the story mode is actually pretty good, not gonna lie. Not as good as BFN, but that's because they improved on that in BFN. Aside from that, BFN, no offense, is pretty much hot garbage in every other way. It lacks that replayability of Garden Warfare 2. So, and the reason why I say it's so replayable is for all those reasons. It's just extremely replayable. Anyway, on to the next reason. Second point, community. The community in this game is unbeaten. Do you know many games that still has a huge community 8 years after release? Seriously, the lobbies, you can still get a full game of Turf Takeover. And that's the funny thing too. Their newest game, BFN, I can't even get a lobby full. They literally have to fill it in with AIs, which is crazy to me. And that's all due to the community. People like Wolfie Plays, Noah Starves, myself a little bit, and other content creators, BobBox, and there's probably more I haven't even listed. Even Zach Scott, he's made a video recently on the game too. And it's crazy, and there's even fan games being made. There's fan games constantly being made of it, and same with mods. I can't play mods because I'm on PC. I'm not on PC. I'm on Xbox. But it is crazy. The longevity of the game is just gone to another level because of mods and the community coming up with silly challenges and stuff like that. And it's amazing in my opinion because I love this game. It's really sad that they've abandoned this series, but the community is still keeping it thriving to an insane level. Point 3, nostalgia. For me, the reason why for a while I took a huge break of the game. I didn't play for a while, but nostalgia has got me to come back and make content on it and other things. And that's the same with a lot of other people. I'm sure Wolfie took a break from the game for a long time, came back. A lot of people come back to this game due to nostalgia, due to it being so unique, and it just holds a special place in people's hearts seemingly, because it's just got this super unique thing to it. I can't even describe it. It just makes the game appealing to come back to, because there's so much to do. You got all these different characters, and they even still open up the town hall here and there. Rare, but that also keeps the game thriving too, and it's crazy. It just keeps it alive and running. A lot of people come back to nostalgia, so that's my third point. Here is my fourth point, which is how unique the game is. So, when it came out, there was a lot of games like COD. A lot of different games were going around that were extremely popular at the time. And then Plants vs. Zombies showed up, which a lot of people my age at the time when it was released, their parents would not let them play this game. One bit. They would not let people play Call of Duty for the life of them. Which, in some ways, I don't blame my parents for doing so. But it's crazy that this game got such a big audience due to that one reason, I feel as. Because this game was another game that kids could go, oh, I want this game, and their parents would be okay with it because due to its cartoonish and more laid-back style or feel to the game, it doesn't seem as serious as Call of Duty, and it really isn't, which caused it because it filled a market gap, which really gave the game a lot of success. And it helped skyrocket into its popularity. And that's why I come back to it too still, because it holds a special place in my heart. And that's why I'm sure a lot of people make content of it. Anyway, next one. Point 5. This is my conclusion, and why overall I completely think this game is still so thriving today. Like, when you combine all these aspects together, its replayability, the nostalgia factor, the game's history, the fact that it has such a quirkiness to it and uniqueness to it that doesn't beat a lot of other games. Like, of course you have some unique games too, like you got the Cupman game, which is a multiplayer though, but you got a few other games. I don't have any examples to give you right now, but none that are coming to mind, but it's got a lot of competitors to it, and like it's still holding strong, which is crazy to my opinion. And that's why I want to talk about it in today's video, because it is absolutely amazing to me. Like, who would think a game like this that came out 8 years ago would still somehow be still going and chucking along this strong today? Like, who thought that? I didn't. A lot of games have been thought to die out too, a lot quicker than they have. And another reason too, my conclusion is too, is the reason why Plants vs. Zombies played so much too, the Garden Warfare 2 specifically, is because it's the perfect middle ground between the three shooter games. Garden Warfare 1 didn't have a great upgrading system. It had a little bit of a lack of character, and actually it didn't really lack characters, but it was actually really good. It just lacking, the upgrades were weird, and it lacked a story, and not much else to do except upgrade your characters and get new ones. Garden Warfare 2, it has a better upgrading system, way more characters, additional characters too on top of that, and 3 new classes on both sides, so 6 in total. So almost doubling the amount from the last game, and just completely changing how the game almost worked in a way. Well, they didn't change how it worked, but you understand what I'm saying. It changed how, like, before you were in a menu when you came in, now you're in a full-on player hub, which was way better, in my opinion. You can do so much more stuff on the back of your battleground. It literally has its own stuff. Like, you can, you have, like, little quests you can do when you first get in. I haven't really done the beginning in a long time, but you have little quests you can do from these little guys. Like, there's a guy hiding in a bush. You also have the bat that shows up still on, I think, Halloween. Stuff like that. And the seagull, and then you have the Trilinomus too that you can do in the backyard, all this stuff. The Trilinomus is essentially a backyard secret. And it's crazy, all that stuff. And you also have the shooty trials. And if you're wondering, I'm just going a bit on miscellaneous talk. This is kind of the stuff I couldn't find a category for. That's just bonuses. And yeah, it improved on all those things. And then you have Battle for Neighborville, which honestly, I love the game. I love its quirkiness, but what really gave it a sour taste in everyone's mouth was the variants. Like, they did us dirty with that. Everyone loved the variants. Everyone loved unlocking them and grinding for coins to get a legendary character and stuff, which everyone loved doing. Well, maybe not the grinding part, but they loved getting these cool new characters when they first played the game, and Battle for Neighborville completely removed that. The only thing to work towards was getting Grand Master, and then reaching Grand Master 5. And honestly, I've almost maxed out every character on Battle for Neighborville within a year, because it doesn't take that long. It honestly doesn't, because there's so little characters to play on it. And honestly, it's really disappointing in my opinion, because they had a lot of opportunity for that game too, and that's a completely other bucket to dive into. And I'll tell you a little bit more why I think so, but if you want, leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you want more of videos like this, and if you want me to talk about Battle for Neighborville, because that's an entire can of worms on its own. But it's just because they didn't give... It makes me upset because they didn't give variants to the 6 new classes they added, which were all extremely cool and unique. Anyway, this is my conclusion. This is why I think it's just because of its community, replayability, and it's solely just the game itself, its design. Why the game's still thriving. And also because the latest one was kind of garbage, and now everyone's kind of upset because they've said they've stopped development on these games. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. See y'all next time. Like and subscribe for more, and peace out.